What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Chins and Giggles. Happy Friday, or happy whatever day you're tuning in. It's your host, Myra and Karina.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing, queens? I gotta say, queen, I got ready so fast. Right before this, my hair is still a little wet. Bitch, I just took a shower and I was like, let's get it going. Like, I need to be cozy anyway. I need to start thinking of this podcast of more cozy vibes, right? I just pull up and I just start pulling up with no makeup. Like,
I just show up in PJs every day.
No, like sometimes I overthink it and I'm like, I literally could just pull up naked. All right, like
our brains are so in sync because I was just thinking the same thing. No, not the naked part, but so last week, okay, so one thing that I guess I worked on last year was like wearing kitten heels, and that was very girly pops. Dude. And like so here for it. But I was also inspired last week how you were like in a cute athleisure set, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's just on everyday basis when you are running errands or whatever it is. Like, yeah, I'm not in kitten heels. Like, so I thought I'm gonna do a cute set, a little cute little sweater moment, and I look put together, but I'm also calm. I'm comfortable,
right? I think for me it's like whatever mood I'm in that day.
Yeah,
if I'm in the mood to be dressed up in like heels or something, and like never imagine, but today I'm literally in slippers. Oh my god, you do not want to see these dogs.
Have you seen that TikTok that's like the liquor down the street seeing every version of me? And it's like, you're like walking in and you're like a bum, and then the next you're like in heels looking bomb as well. Like, I just know that cashier is like, who is this bitch? Like,
probably doesn't even know it's you.
He don't.
Both times. But today I'm very comfy vibes. I'm in the like an IMG set. I love IMG sets, baby.
Okay, period.
They have the best sets. One thing about the IMG sets, I wish they didn't say Gia on them, because like when I first discovered,
the owner's name Gia?
I guess, but when I first discovered those sets, like I was like, they're so cute. Why do they change? Like, people are gonna think my name is Gia. I don't know. Like, at first I was like, why do people wear that?
Now they think you're psycho.
I am. All right. No, this one's actually, I got this like in like the spooky season. It says psycho here, and then it says psycho on the butt too. I thought it was cute. Like, I love red. I love the white. The white. What? I love like the accent of like red with a black. I don't know. Obsessed. Whatever. But I love their sets so much. The quality, everything is iconic. I just wish they didn't say Gia on them. That's all. But they have like a dupe on TikTok. The very first one I ever got, I ended up getting the dupe on TikTok instead, because low key, like, they're expensive. It's like $100 for the top, and the bottom is like another $100.
What?
Yeah, they're expensive. But I will say, like, the IMG, like, they are worth it if you want like one set or something, because like I do have the dupe from TikTok that was probably like $20 for the whole set. And it does feel different. Like, I just love like the way it hugs your skin and everything. Like, I do love the actual, cloth, but whatever.
Set, you'll never go wrong with like a good set.
Right. Yeah.
That's how I feel about the juicy sets. Like,
oh yes.
She's not wearing them often, but when she does, you just feel like a elevated baddie. I don't know.
I know that's right.
Something about it, queen.
But girl, anyway, I'm over here like,
how was your week, girl?
You know what? The year actually started a little bit crazy. I know we're basically already like going into February, right?
Right.
But dude, this past week has actually been like so unexpectedly a little crazy. Raul's dad actually, if you guys follow me on Snapchat, I did go into detail with that and stuff. Raul's dad had open heart surgery. He's okay, you guys. He is recovering. Thank God. Praise God. Everything went well. But I mean, it wasn't unexpected, because there was like, thankfully, months of like prep, and we knew it was like coming up. It's just crazy like how truly intense it is. You hear about it, the doctor, like there's like the pre-op stuff and everything, and it's just so crazy like how much truly goes into it. Like, once you actually see the surgery happen, and like the recovery part, you think you're like, okay, well, like the surgery part's over, like, oh, thank God, but even then, like the recovery, just to see it firsthand has just been like it's just so wild. And I had actually I was talking to a lot of you guys on Snapchat, and I wanted to bring it up of like how many people go undiagnosed with so many things. And it honestly reminded me of like, how we talk a lot about like just like health anxiety, how so many people, and this is not
don't get me started with my hypochondria.
This is obviously like not to scare anybody at all, but it is crazy like how many stories you hear firsthand
of
people going misdiagnosed with stuff.
Yeah.
So in particular with my suegro, if you're like confused right now, so he did have open heart surgery in the past week, and with him, like all of his symptoms like were chalked up to anxiety. It's kind of crazy, like when I really think about it, because like for years, even like we started to believe, we're like, oh, he's getting some anxiety, maybe with age, like he's getting severe anxiety.
Oh, no, that's so sad.
Little did we know he literally needed like surgery. So, and it just made me think, you know, like, you know, when you freak out and you go to the ER and you're like trying to be on top of your health, it really just makes me think, like, when we get yearly physicals even, and we're getting blood work and we're doing the testing that we should be doing, and we think we're keeping up with our health, like how much can we do to keep up with our actual health? Because there is certain testing that you cannot get done until you have symptoms, or there's certain symptoms that you won't even get until a health issue is advanced sometimes. And it just makes you really think, like, how much can we really do?
Yeah. And I learned something too recently. I used to think, like, if I go to the ER and they tell me I'm okay, I'm okay, they are going to tell you they're there to protect you if you are actively in danger in that moment.
That part.
So you could have an underlying disease
and you don't know.
And in that moment, to them, you're not dying. You are fine. And surface level, you're okay. That does not take away from the symptoms you have.
That's what's scary.
And that's why when you go to the ER, and I'm talking from experience, they tell you follow up with your doctor. And then from there, they make you go to certain specialists.
And that's not to like scare anybody, because I don't want the hypochondriac queens out there being like, oh my gosh, Myra, like she's like me. Imagine.
Oh, well, let me make an example. So I struggle with anxiety. I have my moments where I feel off, and it's just something I've been struggling with. So Karina knows this, this is something that I deal with. So I remember one time she made an example about her suegro, and she's like, oh, like Raul's suegro too, he goes to the ER a lot because he has anxiety.
Stop playing.
So when Karina told me that he was getting open heart surgery, you can imagine it made me spiral just a little bit.
You're just kidding me. I made an example of him having anxiety. Oh my God.
No, not in a bad way.
He had anxiety.
No, it wasn't in a bad way at all. But you were kind of saying like,
girl, I'm getting anxiety now.
No, you kind of were just kind of saying like, oh my God, he goes to the hospital a lot too. Like, stop playing. And it's actually crazy because I could very much have anxiety, and someone like him actually did have like a health problem.
Well, this is the thing. And somebody made a really good point on Snapchat. Somebody replied and said, the thing is to differentiate the differences. Like, you need to tell yourself and be real with yourself. Like, is this a persistent thing in my life? Whatever you're feeling, whether it's like the dizziness or, you know, shortness of breath or whatever. Is it something persistent that you notice like more than you don't? Or is it something that just kind of comes in waves and you might accept later? Like, no, it might be anxiety because I only feel this when, you know, in waves. Or is it persistent? That's the number one thing you need to tell yourself. Because it could very well be anxiety. For him, it was like getting to the point that it was obvious, like there's many things pointing to this.
Yeah.
And what's crazy with him is, so with my suegro, for years, he would get swollen like ankles. At first, it started with one ankle. And we thought that he had something in that ankle.
Wow.
So he got x-rays done. He did everything to be like, what is wrong with his foot, right? No, nothing was wrong with his foot. All the x-rays, blood work, everything. Over time, he would complain about like just like moving, like just walking around, and the swelling in his legs got so bad that he legit could not really walk. Like these last few years, he's been really like just sitting around. Like he couldn't move as much as he used to before, which is crazy because he like in his years, you know, he was always working, like, and then they saw it as like, the family saw it as like, it's because he's been working like double shifts for, you know, for so much of his life that, you know, he's retired now, and it's been like a couple years now, but they saw it as, you know, maybe he just worked so much that, and mind you, like it probably did affect his health because working does affect your health, but I think they saw it more as like, oh, well, maybe it like messed up his legs after like years of like, you know, just working hard. Okay. But his legs were swelled so much, and it became to a point that it's like it didn't matter like how long his day was, and he's now like retired and everything. He would be home, and it didn't matter if he was working or not. Like his legs were swelling anyway. So then we were like, "What?" And I actually was the one that brought it up to them. I was like, because you start doing your research. I Google everything, and it started pointing to possibly like the heart. Like sometimes like fluid retention. Has to do with that. And I remember telling Raul, I was like, I don't want to like scare you, but do you think it could be something heart related? And Raul was like the one that planted that seed to his parents, and they were like, he needs to get his heart checked. But you know how it is when you go to like your primary doctor, they're trying to do like all the testing, but they're not always going to like immediately suggest that you go to a specialist.
Yeah.
So they just did like the typical blood work. They would check out his problem, like the problem area, which was his legs, right? But they never like went beyond that. It would just be like, oh, well, you probably have edema, and like edema means like swelling in the legs. Yeah. The thing with edema is that there is always an underlying cause. Ooh. That underlying cause could be something as simple as salt intake. They'll tell you like, well, you probably just have edema or edema, whatever you pronounce it, because of salt intake or because you're not moving as much, right?
They end up seeing a cardiologist after that?
Yes. So after like really opting to see that, because he would literally, Myra, like there was nights where Raul's mom would call Raul like, we're gonna take him to the ER because he's saying he can't breathe. Like he could not like sleep because he felt like he was like ahogándose. He couldn't get like air. Like he was always out of breath, shortness of breath at night.
His oxygen levels would come out fine.
I'm assuming they would. And if they didn't, they would just discharge him. Like he would go to the ER, literally get EKGs. And because he was not having a heart attack in that moment, I don't know if maybe the EKG just looked fine. I don't even understand how. In that moment. I can't even understand how like you could have such severe like heart problems and like in that moment that EKG was not, or at least maybe there was something off, but it wasn't enough for people. It wasn't enough for them to keep him or to require further testing until I think there was an ER visit where like something was slightly off, and then that's when we opted to like see a specialist.
What was off?
Something in the EKG. Like I think like it did detect something, but it wasn't anything. It was just like, oh, you should probably see a specialist. But so many times before that, like he would literally go to the ER, and a lot of times, like every single time, it was no big deal. The point is, like, I remember thinking, like, what? Like, that makes no sense. Like, there has to be a root cause. Like, there was so much testing done possible on him. So much testing done that we were just like, there's got to be something. So he sees a specialist. They finally decide to put, through the catheter, like through the vein, to put a camera in his heart. And boom, that is when they discovered that he had a really severe like valve regurgitation, which means that there's like a leakage and the pump is like, the blood is like leaking, but it's like pumping backwards too. The point is,
oh my God,
there's, some people have it where it's like very minimal, where they might be left untreated. Because there was people replying to my snap. Somebody was like, oh, I have that, but it's very minimal. So for me, it's just like my doctor just kind of watches it. And then there's people that it could be treated with like medication if it's not severe. And if it is severe, sometimes you just need like surgery where it could be like intravenous surgery where it could be through the vein, or it could be severe enough where you need a full valve replacement and it has to be open heart surgery. So for him, it was to the point that it was like pretty severe and he needed that open heart. And it's so important for us to advocate for like, I feel like the older generation in particular,
oh my
like,
gosh, yes,
they are so right. Like my parents, for example, they're very like, oh, these doctors don't know what they're talking about, right? Girl, you got Mexican parents, queen,
they will ride till they're like,
yes. And it really got to the point with his health. I do feel like, he's like a Mexican dad, and he's very like, I'm fine, but it did get to that point. I feel like when he was like out of breath, that's when he was like, no, yeah, like I should see a doctor. And then, like, if his kids were not so on it, like I feel like you genuinely have to like advocate not just for your health, but like our parents' health. They could be stubborn, queen. And at first, like when he did have these doctor visits, he didn't want to have surgery, and I think they were both of my suegros were kind of like opposed to it. Like, does he need to have this surgery?
Wow.
But like the doctor like did talk with like the family and like, no, it's pretty serious. Like you either do the surgery or like heart failure. Like there's no.
Oh my gosh.
like they, you know, and sometimes you kind of do have to like hear for what it is, you know. So, you know, obviously he did do the surgery. Thank God, praise God, everything went well. But it is a really hard recovery. Like,
oh,
it really
bless
is.
him. I feel bad
It's
that
such a
he
hard-
went through so much thinking it was anxiety, and he was probably like, "What?" Like he physically felt those symptoms, and then for them to be like, "You're fine." That had to be a mental battle for him to deal with, and then finally find out like actually nothing was wrong with. Actually, there was something wrong with me, but I did not have anxiety. That is something that I think a lot of people go through, and they're like, they
It's
have
just
such a
like, I
realization
feel
on
like
it.
you know your body, and if you know something is up, you need to do your best to get that second or third opinion, because you know your body more than anyone.
Yes.
So if you know, like, is this persistent or is this just something that happens occasionally, you know? We just got to advocate for ourselves and get checked. It's just so wild. Like, so many people were saying, like, so many things that go undiagnosed, not just that, like, so many other health conditions. And I'm like, girl, I hate that, like, we could be on top of our health and, like, get these physicals and get all this done. And, like, what if there's something brewing up that you have no idea about? I'm just like, oh my gosh. Crazy. But
doctors really do ignore important shit like that. I have a lot of like trauma with my first pregnancy. Even leading up to going to preterm labor, I had like symptoms that to me didn't seem normal. Like I had excruciating upper back pain, like shoulder pain, that would make me nauseous, and it would like weeks leading up. And I don't know if I've fully talked about it, but it was something that like really stood out to me. And I remember I would call and I would tell them like, hey, like I'm getting upper back pain and it's really uncomfortable. I'm getting these symptoms.
wow.
I remember one time my blood pressure was like a little higher. It's fine. You're fine. And until this day, it really like irritates me that they're so nonchalant until like I'm calling, that I'm in preterm labor. That's when they take you serious. I think that really does irk me.
Yeah.
And I think like us as people, we need to advocate for ourselves, because I feel like maybe they are used to like people being completely fine, and the people.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, and it's not even to like disregard their work. Like doctors and nurses are amazing. Like, especially seeing with like such a major surgery, like how they like what goes into like these surgeries or like the care of everything, right? We obviously appreciate like all the nurses and the doctors, but I feel like sometimes it can be a little heartless, girl.
Yeah,
I'm like, girl, come on now. That's why you know your body best, and you just gotta advocate for yourself, queen. What is on my leg?
No, it's nothing. It looks like tape. Sorry, on this side.
What the actual fuck is this? Swim noodle.
What the actual fuck is this? Is crazy.
I have a random. Well, that's a
ramen noodles,
right?
You imagine like, and that's gonna be here next fucking week on the ground.
Know, right? Anyways,
I'm done.
But anyways, just an update on that. He is doing really well, you guys.
Praise God.
Praise God. Yes.
Oh my
I feel like when you also like share such a big surgery like that, people are like, oh my gosh, is he okay? Yes, he's okay. It's a long road to recovery.
So
oh my gosh. I was just like, girl, you should start Googling everything, right? How open heart surgery just like blows my mind, how they have to like stop the heart and everything. Like that's just like,
oh my gosh,
a little fun fact. I don't know. I was just like, it's just absolutely insane how advanced medicine is. And like truly, I really think that's when you really, you know what, queen, like I am so grateful for modern medicine, because
absolutely.
And like these angels that are working in the healthcare system, like if you are a nurse or a doctor, like you are such a queen.
Literally saving lives.
Literally, imagine your career being saving lives. Like you are a fucking queen for
an
that.
Actual angel. Yeah, I know. Like, yes, a lot of doctors could be super blunt. I have a lot of it's hard, right, when you have like bad experiences, because I definitely have my fair share of bad experiences with doctors that I'm like that have stuck with me, but also you can't take away from like the nurses or the doctors that actually are super compassionate about what they do, and literally angels.
And at the same time too,
angels.
it's crazy, because like they are really used to just seeing that stuff every day, where they're kind of like desensitized to it, but y'all are not unnoticed, is what I'm saying. Y'all are some queens. I was just thinking of that. I was like, if you are like, especially I feel like nurses too, like they're so hands-on. Like the nurses
do it all.
Yeah.
All of it. The times you barely see the doctors. The doctors are the ones that are
approving stuff,
denying stuff, but the nurses are doing all the work.
They're the ones that know like your chart and everything. Yeah, it's just
Shout out to the nurses. Seriously,
shout out to y'all for real.
Actual
angels.
On a lighter note, I heard 2026 is a new 20. No, I heard 2016 is a new 26. What? I heard
fuck are you saying, girl?
I heard 2026 is a new 2016.
Oh,
okay.
Do we want to relive her?
I don't. If I'm gonna be so real,
you don't.
No, actually, yes, in a better version.
Okay.
Well, first of all,
2016 was just such an era.
2016. The songs that like just so like everybody was like posting about it, and one thing about me that I just don't understand why I did this, I didn't have like iCloud, so like when I would get new phones, like memories disappeared.
Me too.
So I only have on my phone like some of it that maybe I did have iCloud, but like not everything synced in. I don't know. It's like I literally only have like a few pictures from.
I only have like 2017 and up pictures.
Me too.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I have Snapchat, and Snapchat just showed me some memories. I remember the pink wall in LA, the pink wall era. Do you remember that pink infamous wall?
Yes.
It's still there, by the way. It's just crickets now.
With the wings?
Yeah. It had its wings at one point, and then there's also a time where it's just pink. It's always there. But in this era, 2016, like that pink wall, there was literally like a crowd all the time because all the influencers were taking pictures there. I have my fair share of, like, I have my pictures there too, and I'm gonna pop them up right here.
Aww.
A mess. We both went together.
Oh, hell no.
We both went to go, I think we went with Andrea to go see the wall.
Aww.
Yeah, so we have the pink infamous wall.
Music. We were 21. It was an era where this was also an era where we like 2015 I started going to events. I feel like 2016 is where things really just like started taking off, like career-wise.
Me too. I made my very first slime video in 2016, but late 2016. 2016 was my DIY era. I feel like a lot of people like forget about this era probably a little bit. I was in my DIY era before I did slime. And my DIYs were pretty fucking iconic. I will say that.
The hacks too.
A lot of hacks. Yes. Oh my God.
You kind of got me into doing hacks because I went from doing makeup videos, and then I think like videos slowly started getting more fun where we were doing like the hacks and little different things like that.
There was so much going on in 2016. And you know what? 2016 makeup was the prime. The dip brows, I miss them. I will say.
All right, the dip brows. Okay, that's
totally kidding.
Not that I would
dip,
like cringe
the
at.
Dip brows.
So when I had heard about 2016, like something in me like made me depressed a little bit. Not depressed, sorry. 20. Okay, there's years that like make you sad, and 2016.
Sorry, I just have to show you guys.
Wait, that's so iconic. Do you have any of us?
I have some of you.
Oh God,
this is you.
That is scary. Throw the phone over here.
I just love how that's what we chose to wear to the fucking infamous. That's what we chose to wear to the famous pink wall. The glasses did it for me.
What the key sunglasses?
Pink wall.
And I like how we had to let each other borrow those glasses because we both have them.
You had them, I think, and we all just like shared them.
This era is just diabolical. Oh, okay. So you remember that time I talked about on the podcast that there was an era where like I would throw my hair up in a bun, like not an ounce of makeup, and I would go out like that.
That was that
era.
So
that was that era. She was not a girly pop like at all.
Oh no, we didn't know what girly pops were back then.
Like actually, like you would only see Myra Teacher Glam when she filmed. Like on a good day, maybe she was going on a date.
Those looks were crazy good. You gotta admit, I know, like, you look back at 2016 and you cringe a little bit. I look at 2016, the glam was fucking eating down, girl.
You ate with makeup, though. You knew how to
when I was posting the 2016 queen.
Just because you didn't do tutorials, but I feel like we knew how to do our makeup.
Like 2016 was...
okay, people are saying 2016 as their prime. I feel like for me, like... my makeup was eating hard 2015. Like that's when people started discovering me, like those makeup looks.
Oh.
And then I also though, like also we're gonna get a little deep right now because I'm not the only one that feels this. 2015, I was a lot lighter. I started really having a bad relationship with food 2016. I was a specific weight. And I feel like 2016 was one of those years. I was 21. I was just discovering myself. We also were barely becoming like known online. So I was dealing with like insecurities of myself, of like how I looked on camera, and adjusting to my weight gain, and adjusting to the new life of like people actually like knowing you and recognizing you. It was a different phase in my life that I feel insecure about.
Really? I feel like it was
cringe
such an
at
iconic
myself.
time, despite like looks, like,
Yeah.
because I look back and like, yeah, it's definitely like LOL, right? But like the actual time, like the milestones, I feel like 2016 was one of the years that like we took off, and like that I actually am looking back, and it's the year that we moved everyone into that house we were renting. That house we were renting out there.
I did think about that.
You also, might I add, got engaged in 2016.
I did.
What are you cringing about? It's so cute.
I just
Myra,
like
the fact that I have this video is so cute.
Oh, she's all crying in his arms.
I'm literally recording your reaction with Brian.
Ew, put the volume down.
No, it's so cute, Myra. You got engaged in 2016. That's so cute. You're like, oh
my God, Brian looks so different too.
Oh.
Well, okay, what else happened?
Here, I'm trying to see through my snaps because I don't have a camera roll.
There was something else that important happened. I hit 1 million followers in 2016, also on YouTube. I remember being like okay, so this is
my glow up is crazy because what the hell is this? Why am I like this?
Okay, that's one thing. I feel like I look like a señora in 2016.
I thought you were such a bad bitch. Like,
I
don't understand.
I just was struggling, I think, with myself. Whatever. Like, you guys, there are years that you think about yourself and you just why did Karina just show me a video twerking? Like, why?
No, I feel like
no. There's years that like you're like, yes, and then there's years that just bring you like a cloud. I feel like 2016 does that for me.
What the hell?
Really? I don't know why.
Oh my God, why?
No idea why, because it was a very iconic year. We moved into a big
No, I'm just looking at pictures of myself and I'm fucking cackling. You will never see these pictures. I'm just kidding.
Yes, that's what it is. Oh, so I posted yesterday these pictures of me in 2016. Bitch, I showed you the good. I was not gonna show you me looking crazy, I'll tell you that.
Why?
No. But also it was a different era. Like the brows were a little crazier, the burgundy purple lips were going wild,
It was definitely a moment.
But you know what? Okay, so at first glance of 2016, like I was cringing to go through my camera roll. I was. And then I discovered that like I didn't have a single picture on there. So I had to go through like my actual I had to go through the woodworks to find these pictures.
Go on your Snapchat. Snapchat has memories.
I had to go through the woodworks to find these pictures. And as I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh, wait, you did have a good 2016. You hit 1 million. And then
such a good year.
We moved in with everybody. Like it was such a good year overall. Like
it was a good year. Like I feel like for me, like I like really looking at all the years, I will say that 2017 was my year. But 2016, like we were taking off. There were so many goals like that we hit in 2016. I feel like that's when we started taking off, like 2015, 2016, around that era.
Yeah.
And I look back and I feel like instead of seeing it like, oh, cringe, it's more like, oh, like we had no idea what was in store for us.
I got my Rover also in 2016.
Okay, period. I got my first car in 2016 too.
Yeah, I feel like 2016 was a really good year career-wise, 100%.
Yes. I feel like that's what it was like.
It's hard to look back because I didn't have so many pictures on my phone. I think that's why too I'm having such a disconnection
funny
because of
pictures.
it.
Like I'm dying.
But
is that me? No, it's me. No, I was fucking huge.
Wait, Karina, what a realization I had how different we looked without our brows.
Insanity. Okay, my room ate down in 2016.
Let me see her. You're like, she was
cute.
only that cute for a day.
No, she was so cute. Okay, you guys, we need to talk about our last girls' trip because I feel like the reason it was so iconic was thanks to Airbnb. We ended up booking a little friendcation in Arizona for Brian's birthday, actually, and it was the funnest friend trip ever. I loved how it just had so many amenities, how it had like a whole pool table. It had like this entire entertainment area upstairs. It had like 3 master bedrooms because, mind you, 3 of us have children. So we were like, okay, we need to make sure we got everything we need. It had a big old kitchen, the island for cooking, the lake in the backyard. Oh my gosh, literally perfection.
And let me tell you, the kitchen was everything because you know we love cooking, we love getting down. That's something we could not do in a hotel. If you're doing a girls trip, if you're doing a romantic getaway, going with a family, this is a perfect spot to do it where you're at a house. You got everything there, girl. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Make sure to check out Airbnb for your next getaway.
Did I launch my slime in 2017 or 2016?
2017. And you know why I know? Because the day before my wedding, you were like at 5 a.m. filming something before my wedding.
Yeah, I will say
something was due like October 1st.
Oh my God.
Can we talk about that?
No, it was my launch.
Yeah, but you had to like film something.
It was huge.
No, but this was like prime Karina Garcia. She was like launching her
2017
October 1st, and I got married September 30th. So
she was my God.
She was filming like at 5 a.m. like the morning of my wedding.
Not 5 a.m. But I was probably really up late editing.
It was super late when you had to film something. I'm like, Karina Garcia, why did you do this?
No, but I wasn't like
so tired on my wedding.
No, but I was living my best life, baby.
I was on like 2 hours of sleep. I remember.
Okay. I was used to it at that time. I was a crazy year.
That's when we could bust all nighters, huh?
Yeah. Well, you got married in 2017, and yes, it like just happened to be that I can't tell you these pictures. It happened to be that I launched my freaking slime kit. Like honestly, I look back and I'm like, honestly, it was giving very much pick me to. Why
did I take a picture of? What the actual fuck is that?
Who's that?
Oh my God.
I just want to say, looking back, the timeline was a little bit crazy, and I'm glad that y'all had some grace.
Why did I think I ate with his filter?
You know what, Mara? People are so kind because the way I launched my slime kit the day after your wedding is just fucking crazy. Like,
I didn't even think about it.
Like, what? It's giving pick me, bitch.
I never even thought.
Pick me, not me. Like, we're all celebrating your wedding, and I'm like, guess what? I just launched my slime kit.
I didn't even think about that.
It wasn't on purpose, obviously.
It was not on purpose.
Yeah, the day afterwards.
Sorry, I hate myself. I just kidding.
Was that the year Luis got married?
Yes.
Oh my God, it is the year he got married.
I just think about this. Why is she a señora? I'm actually crying. Honestly, tears. Karina mentioned a good point before we filmed. She's like, it's crazy because I was bigger back then.
I thought you were like.
I also didn't have any work done. Like my lips, bitch, were like. Bitch, like,
but I mean, I feel like we've always had like full lips, but the top is the one that.
Yeah, I had smaller lips at the top. If you guys want to see how my lips look, y'all can go down my videos. You could even go through my recent post I posted. It's okay, we're not hiding it.
That's so funny.
Didn't have Botox. Like this is when I didn't touch my face yet.
I look crazy.
So
I mean, I haven't had them in years. I feel like the wrinkles are wrinkling, but I don't think it's like. I think it's a weight loss, Maya.
People always think I exaggerate when I talk about like my forehead wrinkles, and I was like looking at my videos. I was like a 20-year-old with like deep ass forehead wrinkles, and I'm thinking like,
no. And you know what though, Maya?
Baby,
I think that also when you look back at pictures like that, like we were also really young.
Yeah. But we were so young. And I will say though, like in that era now, I feel like now for me, I cringe a little because I like the growth, right, that we've gone through from then. Mm-hmm. But the way we used to talk, Karina, I can't open a video if I'm not saying, hey bitch, like
we still talk like that.
Not like that though.
But I have to break it to you that I have had people tell me before, like your lingo is a little bit cringy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm still in that era, and I thought I broke out of it.
Stop!
And I'm still in it.
I think it's safe to say that we all have moments in our life that we would cringe, and I think that was like an era.
I look back, I kind of see it as like, yes, of course, like physically, it's just I'm cackling, I'm cackling.
I'm not saying that. Like, I know people are gonna think like,
no, my videos ate down.
I know that's right. Karina got me into like, I remember she told me to step out and start doing different like hacks.
Yes,
we were living together because I went from like doing makeup, and she kind of inspired me to start doing hacks. Tell me why I was going down the line of my YouTube videos. Mind you, it's privated. Thank God it is. Tell me why I did a video like contouring my neck, the back of my neck.
What?
How to make your neck look skinny from the back.
Who
the back
gave
me that idea?
I'm so confused.
I contoured the back of my neck.
For what?
No idea.
You're like, exactly.
It was like the weirdest video, and I'm so glad I privated it because I'm like cringing. Like, why?
That is so funny.
There are some videos I will say are a little
I'll tell you what videos I was doing in 2016. Let's take it back. I made
screen record it.
DIY liquid glass.
Liquid glass.
Clear slime.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. Is this my first slime video? Hold on.
Liquid glass is crazy.
Wait, I think that was like... No, my first slime video was 2015. My bad.
Oh.
So I was already making slime. But I wasn't making slime as much because I did like a DIY Starbucks bath bomb. I made candy canes. I did a soap Orbeez. I made stress balls. Oh my god, I think it was my stress ball era. I made stress balls. DIY super cool squishy stress balls. 12 million views is crazy.
Wow.
And then I made the world's biggest Orbeez, which was literally Jello.
Oh my
a Jello
gosh.
ball. And then I did DIY Play-Doh soap. Dangerous beauty hacks where I'm literally holding a freaking hammer to my face. Like, what is going on here?
Who gave you these? Like, was this something that you just would like think of and you're like, I have to make this happen? Like,
I think it's really just like things like that were trending in DIY in the DIY world that people would be like, oh, I need to hop on that. Like the EOS trend was really big, and then I was just like doing DIY. So like I made an EOS nail filer, like those little lip balm. If you remember the EOS lip balm, talk about 2016. If you remember the DIY era, 26, because there was a slime era, but slime era really popped off in 2017. 2016 was the lifestyle. Think Alicia Marie, My Life as Ava, back to school videos. DIY had its era in 2016. If you remember EOS lipsticks or EOS, we called it EOS. Bombs. EOS lip balm, EOS lip balm, or EOS, whatever they call it. Back then, we called it EOS. We made freaking EOS. I made an EOS sharpener.
What?
I made a freaking EOS nail filer.
Oh, you know what else was the 100 layers?
The 100 layers?
I did 100 layers of lipstick in 2016.
Oh my gosh. I made like a miniature bubble gum. For what? I made an EOS mascara. Which was kind of ate down, actually. That's so cute.
Can I see it?
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Oh!
Something about the EOS had its moment in 2016.
It did. I will be honest. EOS always gave me an allergic reaction on my lips.
Oh,
it would give me like tiny little bumps.
Oh my gosh,
is that weird?
You were probably using my nail filer EOS. All right,
you're like, oh, it's the one that I made, like what? Out of butter.
Life hacks. Oh my gosh, life hacks too. Because when you think of 2016, we all think about makeup. I was not a glam girly like that in 2016. I'm talking about the other world of 2016 because there's different niches on YouTube. I'm talking about
that era.
I'm talking about the DIY lifestyle era of 2016, and she was a moment. The saturation was crazy. And I was so here for it. Oh my gosh, I wanted to be Alicia so bad. Alicia, Mia, My Life as Ava, all the girly pops. Oh! To be in their friend group was my goal. I never got there. All right. They were
Karina fucking Garcia.
They were so fucking, well, they are iconic, but like that saturation era, baby girl, the back to school videos. Oh my gosh, that era. Different from glam because the glam was so iconic too. But I guess I was like in a different like niche or whatever. But that era was just so iconic with like all the DIYs, all the back to school. So iconic. Like I was doing hacks, a lot of back to school DIYs. yeah, I'm all over the place. But oh my gosh, just the crazy stuff. The 100 layers was what hit in 2016 as well.
Yes.
I did like 100 bubble gums or something.
Oh my
Insanity.
gosh.
The life hacks 8 in 2016.
They
That
did.
kind of like dwindled into 2017 and stuff. But that entire era of 2016 with the cut creases and the full beat to go grocery shopping.
That, oh my, those cut creases. Like if I had, okay, this is like my everyday look. Like for real, like this is my everyday look. If I wore this in 2016, it just wouldn't be an
I would be
exception.
caught dead before I wore this in 20. All right,
Actually, I was out here looking insane. It was looking like a bum or beat to the gods. No in between. No in between, baby. I probably would have looked better looking like this. I said no. It's the beat or nothing.
Wait, so apparently in 2016 I came out with my first ever collab of like candles.
What? Wait, what?
My candle line.
Papa should go. I'm just kidding.
My candle line surprise jewelry inside. It literally lasted a total of 2 business
I
weeks,
never
honestly.
got that PR ever.
Honestly, me either. I'm just kidding.
What?
No, they have surprise jewelry inside. I'm sure they didn't sell. Like it was a really random thing, but I was just really excited
Can
about.
I see?
I just like it was this. I think I was just really excited about anything. All right, it was really random. It didn't make sense.
Wait.
I honestly forgot about it, so it was not
My
like significant.
candle line. I know that's right. Wait, how to do good, Karina? If it had 700,000 views.
But well, at the time I was getting 10 million views, so it was a flop.
I remember.
I think I still have some. Speaking of just that era of a decade ago, you know, some of these dwindled into 2017, but one of those biggest things when I think of nostalgia for my career is Craft City.
Oh my god,
Which is so funny because like she really like I still look back, I'm like, you know, I cringe a little bit too at sometimes of it, but I'm like, she was iconic.
She was
let's
so iconic.
Bring out the very first slime kit that ever was to drop from Karina Garcia. This is the OG Karina Garcia DIY slime kit.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful that I kept these products because I actually have a drawer here in the podcast room, by the way, like full of every single product I ever had in stores.
Wow.
But this is her, the last one standing. All right, like I was doing, but this is her. The other day, somebody was not like a couple years ago. Someone tagged me. They were like, "Oh, I found your slime kit. It's like at a random. I don't know, girl. I don't know what they did with the leftovers. If you see her at wherever you see her, Five Below or wherever, baby, I don't know where they're at.
Five Below is crazy.
Dollar Tree at this point, girl. I don't know.
What? Can I see her up?
Yeah, but this is the OG. This is the one that launched the day after you said your wedding. Like why else do it? But I had so many different products. This is just a few of the products I had, you guys. It came to the point that there was just so many different products. This is a cereal pack that I had. Cereal pack.
What?
I had a bath bomb kit too.
Oh, I remember that one.
And I remember when we switched designers, and I was like a little bit sad about it because you could tell like when it shifted.
No way.
Because then we had the brick era. You know why I wanted the brick era for the podcast? Looking back, because I had a brick era for this.
Oh,
So random, but I had a brick era for Craft
the
City.
background.
Yeah, this was an eraser clay set where like you could make erasers.
Oh, what?
This is honestly just like a fraction of the stuff I had. This designer right here, if the designer that designed this is still watching, hit me up. All right. The designer for my squishy DIY kit 8. I like her. This was
She's a
making
queen.
to make paint your own squishies.
So
I
that
have
is
this.
that one. Your face wasn't on it. I noticed these all have your.
Yeah,
face
this
on
one
it.
didn't have it. This was more like generic, but I actually really like it. You know, like I like this. I like that. I remember really liking the packaging on this because my face wasn't blown up everywhere. But I think that they saw that my face did better, I guess, at the time.
Did you ever just go to Target for fun to see?
Oh, all the time. This was my clear slime kit. So I had a clear one. I'm not kidding. I just grabbed what I could right now, but there was so many. I even had like an ice cream maker at one point too.
What?
Oh, and then I collabed with Kool-Aid.
That is crazy.
I collabed with
Karina.
Kool-Aid to make edible slime.
Oh my gosh.
So edible slime was an
Can I see
era.
that one?
I did a lot of videos making edible slime, so Kool-Aid reached out.
What, Karina? This
Fun
is very
fact,
revolutionary.
Kool-Aid was one of the biggest things I ever did because, well, they got a budget. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
But
was this edible? This was edible?
yeah, it's an edible slime.
Oh.
I had like these duals. I had so many pre-made slimes. I had so many pre-made slimes. This one was a Walgreens exclusive, and it says right here, bath bombs. I had the ice cream machine. Basically everything DIY. There's some stuff I'm forgetting. There's more stuff in there, but this is just like some of the products I had, and it's just crazy. I'm like, wait, speaking of 2016, speaking of nostalgia,
2016 is crazy.
This is like 2017, but still, it's like, oh my gosh.
I mean,
this is kind of crazy.
Bitch,
Queen.
this is insane. The fact that you were at
so
Target.
random, Queen. But yeah, it was I remember the first slime kit launched at Target, and it was like exclusive to Target.
Wow.
And then after that, it's like when we got into like the other stores and stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm like looking back, actually, but it's 2017, but close enough, girl. It's nostalgia for sure. Like, why?
That is wild.
Starts farting. No, but starts farting is crazy. I start farting when I get awkward. All right.
What is going on?
That's so random, but I was like, wait. No, but I know you mentioned that gummy head and all that shit. Like, I have all of that too somewhere in there.
It's just
insanity.
No, and the way that, like, I mean, things have changed, right? But the way that you would content create, like, you weren't just throwing out half-ass videos. Like, you were throwing out
insane.
Every single video was viral worthy. Every single one.
That's how, honestly, I feel like I had like this mindset back then where it was like it has to be over the top every time.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find her again.
All right. I mean,
hold on. I'm still thinking about contouring the back of your neck. I really have some questions.
All right. And I remember being like insecure about it because I'm like, how am I gonna show them my black neck?
Wait, so hold on. Were you showing them maybe how to contour it in a ponytail or something?
I actually we were just having this thought right now. I think like buns were a thing, so I thought, well, if we're gonna be putting our hair up in a bun, like the neck gotta look cute.
That is actually hilarious. Like
I had to have gotten this like from somebody. I couldn't just think about it.
No, but like you fully like, speaking of the makeup era, because that was like huge. 2016 was the makeup era, 100%. I remember that makeup era so well. Your smoky eye in particular were like the smoky eye queen, no question. If I ever look back at that makeup era, and I think smoky eye, Myra Touch of Glam, that I'm freaking screaming. Black smoky eye that you did is like, I have not seen anything till this day like it.
Oh my gosh,
these bitches could never.
Something that stood out to me that I was very misunderstood about the how I did my makeup in high school challenge. So it was an idea that I thought about, and I thought it was just genius to create. You know how it became like this big challenge, how I did my makeup in high school. It was just an idea I thought, and I titled it "How I Did My Makeup in High School Challenge." And sure enough, when I posted it, like I guess somebody had like at some point done a video like how they did their makeup in high school, and I didn't even know it was like a thing. I mean, it was just like an idea that I had thought about. After that, like, you know, you start seeing all these creators like doing it because obviously like the video went viral. So it became this like big like challenge. And I never asked for the credit because at that point I was like kind of being dragged about like taking someone's idea that was something I didn't even know. I thought, oh my gosh, like I thought about this iconic challenge, and I felt very misunderstood at that time because, you know, after I posted it, obviously it became something viral that like Jeffree Star, like all these huge creators like did this challenge. And I will say I felt a little bit misunderstood because it was just something I not that I never expected credit for it, but I think like, you know, when you think, oh my God, this is like a good idea, and then you post it and it just becomes viral and then it gets all these people doing it. I thought like, oh my gosh, like this is something cool, but I never gave myself credit for it. I would never expected it to begin with because I immediately, like when I posted it and it went viral, somebody like, you know, said that they had done this like probably years ago or something. I don't know how long ago they had done it, but I guess like somebody already had posted something similar where they did their makeup like how they did it in high school. That was one of those things that like, I remember I was like, oh my gosh, that challenge became so big in 2016, but I never gave myself credit for it, even though I thought like I titled it.
Even though you feel in your heart that you were like a pioneer for it.
Like you felt like it was something that
you feel like it took off. Oh, because it's like I know I didn't invent slime, but you're not gonna tell me I didn't make slime a thing on YouTube. You can't. Like that's what I'm saying. Like maybe like it had been done before, but you feel like it popularized that trend.
I didn't even know it had been done before. I feel like I was very misunderstood with that video because
I can't. You know what?
I once I posted it, it became something like it became something viral after I posted that, and all these influencers didn't even know who to tag anymore because I was being like blamed for like copying, and to me I thought it was like a solid idea that I had came up with. So it was just one of those things that I never until this day not taking credit for it, but I think when it became viral and then all these creators started doing it, I didn't even know how to feel about it because I'm like, well, I didn't even know this was a challenge. For one, nobody was doing this challenge.
You feel like people,
and the one time I titled it a specific way, and now everybody's doing this title, and it's a challenge. Like this challenge.
You feel like you feel like the person that did a video that was similar beforehand, like thought you were copying them.
I'm assuming because I remember just immediately, like when it went viral, obviously I had to reach this person. People started commenting like, "Oh, so and so did it first." And it was like, oh shit! Like,
sorry, I didn't know.
I didn't know. Like, I didn't even know it was a challenge because I haven't seen people do this challenge. So I go from like, people telling me that somebody already had done it probably months ago, maybe years ago. I don't know. I can't tell you because I didn't know. And then this video goes viral. It's a challenge because I titled it challenge, and now all these creators, huge creators, are doing it a challenge.
I get it.
So it was a really weird position to be in because I knew that my video kind of was like the spark to get a challenge going, but also like I guess somebody had done something like similar. It was really weird.
That I had a lot of moments where like when I started YouTube, like I would get inspiration obviously from other people, and like if I saw that a lot of people were making like back to school DIYs, for example, like I would start making some DIY back to school DIYs, like put my own twist on it. And I do remember sometimes seeing like other creators that might have felt a certain way about it, like trying to like throw shade here and there, like and like I and we all take inspiration from each other, but like it was never really a problem for me to take inspo until like it started popping off, and then it was like, oh, like she got inspiration. It's like we're all getting inspiration. You get inspiration from me all the time, but like I can't have an issue with it, So like I do remember seeing stuff like that, and like I'm like people like like once they start to see that, I don't know. I feel like that is like very normal on like social media. Like think about like on TikTok, like how many challenges there is and how fast they blow up, and like you don't have to tag the very first creator. People know it's a challenge. People know it's like a big, but.
Yeah. When people say like 2016 or 2026 is a new 2016, like what are we bringing back the looks? Like what's going on here?
I don't think so. I think they just say it like it's a new 2016, 2017. I mean 20
like it's just supposed to be iconic, and I hope so. It's giving that. I feel like 2026 we've been in it for like a month, but like it's giving like the energy. People are like willing to like bring back that energy again.
I'm here for it. I feel like we need to bring that energy, right? Like
yes,
bring her back,
bitch. I can't do like the beat down house boots looks. Like I can't like full lashes, eyeliner, bold brows. Like we could leave her then. I don't mind it.
Like I like it for a moment, like a good like night out or something. But like for the everyday, I was actually so glad it was over, so I didn't have to spend so much time getting ready.
No, and it looks like we weren't. I'm just kidding. We weren't getting ready for these pictures. Like, starts crying. I think that's what it was. The pressure of like, I don't got 2 hours to do my makeup. I'm running out with a bun and nothing on my face. I think that's what it was. The pressure of having to do a crazy ass makeup look. I blame that era. I'm just kidding.
That was like seeing so many people share their 2016 pictures. I also realized like it was like lip filler era too for a lot of people, right?
I didn't have lip fillers in 2016.
I don't think I had lip filler in 2016.
But I should have.
I feel like that's when it started getting like popular. King Kylie and all that,
Oh yes. And I also was looking at like the vanities, the beauty rooms. That was very like makeup collection.
Which my vanity still looks like that.
Like my makeup collection was through the it was insane. It was like beyond.
Oh no, not the
hoarding.
makeup collection. I mean like the whole like mirror and everything. Like my vanity still looks like that now, but I am gonna retire her this year. All right.
I've retired mine. I've low key like I don't use it. You know what I actually do now, because I only have like a little bit of makeup that I like that I use. I put it in a basket. So now, and that basket was from your gender reveal.
What?
So when that opens,
Wait,
and closes.
I saw that today that you put your makeup in a basket so that it could look cute as decor, and I was mind blown.
I shout out to TikTok. Don't know who was the first creator that came up with this idea, but I seen the girlies on TikTok where they put their makeup in a basket instead of having it all out. And guess what? The basket that I got from your gender reveal, they were like centerpieces that she had. And I always had it, and I was like, I could do something with it. I would have it in the kitchen, but it was too bulky. I ended up having it in the garage for years. And then
garage.
I finally pull it out of the woodworks because I see
Out of the trash can.
Imagine. No, I see the girlies using baskets. I'm like, this one's perfect because it opens from both sides. It's like a picnic basket.
Aww.
So I have my makeup bag with my brushes, and then the makeup just in the basket. And now, like, I have it in there. I'm done. Close it. And she's just on my countertop, and she looks stunning.
Oh, I love that for you.
And I think you should put your makeup in a basket because it actually makes it look like it's part of, and it also, it's just a little box. You throw it all in.
I love that.
I actually think it's a great idea. I think the girl,
I just like throw my shit in a bag these days.
will think of that as a basket.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have like a basket.
Yeah,
With your makeup
it's
inside
such
of
a
it.
cute
Baskets
idea.
are also they're very deep and wide. You can fit a lot up in there.
Oh, girl, don't. The bigger I'm gonna fish it in there. I know. It's like when you got a bag. This is why I need to. You know what? I actually just got a new diaper bag for this very reason. It's a little bit smaller because I have the never full.
Yeah.
And it's never full. Like when I tell you, actually, it's always full. For me, like if I have a tiny diaper bag this size, I'm going to make it work.
Wow.
If I have a diaper bag this big, I'm going to put my fridge in there.
Wait, how?
Like I will put everything in there.
When do you stop? Like as a toddler mom, I have questions. When do the diaper bags stop? Because
They stopped for me a long time ago with Mia. Like once she was potty trained, done. Why do I need a diaper bag? Why do you need your bottle? You're grown. All right. I had it stopped already, but obviously Camila's a 1-year-old now, so I'm fully in the diaper mom era.
100%.
Diaper mom? Like why?
I'm dead.
No, but I have I'm fully back in my diaper. Who's saying diaper? I'm in a diaper. All right. I'm fully back in my diaper bag era. So
no, that's right.
I do have to carry around the diapers.
She's a mother.
I actually transitioned her to whole milk. She don't like it. She likes it, but her stomach can't take it. So I'm still on formula, but like the infant formula. I mean, not the infant.
No, I was on infant.
Toddler, sorry. She's on the toddler formula. So I still have to carry formula around, the bottles. I'm still very much in that era.
Oh, wow.
Very deep in it.
Yeah.
Don't know when I'm gonna get out of that because
yeah. Noah, we're kind of in the process of trying to potty train him, but I even think for him, like you're a toddler, like he still drinks out of his bottle sometimes when it's just like water. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, okay, I don't have to be carrying that backpack around all the time. I literally told Brian, I'm like, I think we can just start putting the diapers and the wipes like in the trunk. And if he has a wet diaper, change him then. But I don't need to be carrying a million things around. Like I want to enjoy my purse, like my regular purse. So I don't know, maybe for the girlies, chime in and let me know, like, when do you guys stop using a diaper bag? And if you do have a toddler, like, do you carry the stuff just in the trunk?
It's tough though, right? Because like even when they do grow up, like how I'm saying now, like that I stopped using a diaper bag for Mia, but naturally you do carry around like little snacks or sometimes like an extra change of clothes, like little things like that. So I feel like they stay around for some time for sure. Like
right, it's never ending.
Right. Okay. Snacks. Now that I got 2 kids, like I gotta be with these freaking kids, these gremlins. All right, I need to stop calling my kids gremlins. I do it too much.
What are gremlins?
You don't know what a gremlin is?
What's a real gremlin?
I do it.
Is they like little trolls?
I unintentionally have done it where I'm like, I just say my gremlins.
I'm screaming.
Like, yeah, little trolls, I guess.
That's really funny.
But with 2 kids, I feel like since it's so chaotic, like even car rides and stuff, like not just like a road trip, but I feel like just getting out of the house and just going anywhere down the street is a little chaotic with both of them. I've actually realized that recently I've been carrying like snacks around. So I'm like, here, get some snacks, distract them and stuff. I got a little snack box recently, a little Home Goods find, TJ Maxx find. So cute, but anyways.
Okay, so, now that we've entered the year, I mean, we're almost done with the month of January, which is crazy, but I seen this thing that was like, do you have things like, okay, let's say you have like a vision for your life planned out, right? For example, this girl was like, my vision for my future, I gotta have a fat ass. Like, if my ass ain't fat, if I don't got a BBL, like, my future is not
aligned.
Okay. So, is there any non-negotiables that you need for like your elevation era?
I genuinely I felt that about like moving out. Like, I did.
Okay, that's a good one.
I
Karina.
really did feel like I was getting to a point that I'm like, dude, Karina, you're like about to be in your freaking, I know I'm in my early 30s, but like Raul was in his mid 30s. I'm like, we're 30, we got our kids, like we need to leave the nest. I really did feel like that was a non-negotiable for me for some time. So that is one thing.
That's a good one.
Honestly, that's the biggest thing. So Yeah.
You've seen that thing that goes like, what's the example? End world hunger or be skinny. And they're like, skinny. Yes, I saw that. Gosh, I gotta be skinny. I
think that's so real.
I think
skinny.
I think it's hilarious, right? What are our priorities when I think, okay,
skinny. All right,
let's think. Okay, for myself, right? Okay, like my goals, right? We're content creators. When I think of like Myra Touch of Glam peak, like if I have a goal set for myself this year, how am I envisioning Myra fully thriving? I envision her environment. I do envision her in my dream home. Okay, so like that for me, I'm like Myra thriving, like her dream home,
queen shit.
I envision me fit, peak Myra. Like this is me. Like when I think of like Myra Touch of Glam, I picture skinny Myra Touch of Glam.
I get that.
I could have it all. Give me all the money. Give me all the houses. If I'm not skinny, baby, I might not be fully 100% happy.
You know what? That
is what I've always wanted.
That's real.
So when I see this girl say that she needs to have a fat ass to live her life, I need to be skinny to live my best fucking life.
I know that's right.
And I know all the thick queens can agree. Like that is just the goal we strive for. And like,
let her live her skinny fantasy.
I will die on the hill. Like, I need to be skinny. Like, if I'm on my deathbed still fat, I'm going to be so disappointed. Like, I'm sorry. That's just what, like, I feel that, Karina.
That is actually so real.
I started living life last year, okay, so when people were, like, talking about 2016, like, for me, I feel like 10 years down, and God willing, this year is what I feel, too. I broke some chains with my relationship with weight last year.
Me too.
I have been over 200 pounds for more than a decade. Over a decade. I don't put my weight out there, you guys, because it's something that I was very uncomfortable for a really long time. But for the first time in over 10 years, I was able to break that chain and get out of the 200s.
That's period.
In a very long time. And I have felt so confident. Yes, like I gained a few pounds that I'm trying to like get off of me. We're all going through this.
Like the transformation is there.
The holiday weight, like even right now, like I don't feel 100% confident because of the pounds I've gained right from holiday. But it's okay.
That's
like
normal. We
go through it. It's okay. We're locking in, baby. We're going back to counting calories. And people still want to say I'm on Ozempic. Like, bitch, do you not see me gaining weight on the holidays? I'm so confused.
Honestly, that's such a...
That is hilarious.
Is that not a compliment?
That is a dream. To have Ozempic allegations, baby, keep them coming.
I love that.
And I know it's crickets right now because I've gained some weight from the holidays.
That's, Myra, holiday weight gain is with anybody.
And it's okay.
With anyone.
I
literally lost like 80 plus pounds during the holidays for sure. Like I probably went up like close to 10 and now I'm locked in again. That's how it is.
I know that's right.
You can't blame yourself for the holidays. You can't. As long as you know you got it under control, like you got it unlocked, period.
Yeah. And I'm not feeling 100% right now. And it's fine. But like I'm locking in, right? So last year, 2025, that year stands out so much to me, Karina. I had a lot of growth. But guess what? Aside of the mental growth, I lost weight. I went under the 200s. I was feeling amazing. Like fully Myra Touch of Glam, living her best life.
Period.
To me, like I was entering my era that I've always wanted to be in.
Period.
So when like what is something, that's why I asked, like there are some things that like we in our head that were
non-negotiable.
Like non-negotiable, like I need to have this or be like this so that I could thrive. That's for me something that like Myra Touch of Glam has been in denial that she's fat and she will not stay fat forever. Like that is my non-negotiable for me to thrive.
That is real.
Is that crazy to think?
No,
Rena?
it's not.
Like when you think, we all have this like image of ourselves of like I want to be like this. It doesn't have to be physical. It could be a million different things. For me, like I always dream of like my dream house and me being like at a healthy shape.
I want to get back into working out because I feel like I really was in my fit era, as in like I really would work out every single day before I got pregnant with Camila. Even I was looking at older snaps the other day, speaking of like just back then. And when I was pregnant with Camila, I was literally 9 months pregnant, about to pop, and I was getting my workouts in every fucking day.
That's right.
And then the moment I had her, like I really just dwindled off and like I got comfortable and I haven't like lifted weights in so long.
Wow.
But that is something like I want to have that motivation again.
Wow.
Because I was literally looking back and I was running every day, like in my first trimester, feeling like shit. But guess what? I would go on my run anyway. Like I can't even believe like I'm so far from that now. Like I need to get back into working out. Like
I want to get into Pilates so bad, Karina. And I think we should be Pilates princesses going, because like
let's go.
This is like also an example, like when you think of like your elevated version,
I want to be fit.
Like you okay, so when I think of this elevated version of Myra, I'm like, okay, am I actively doing things right now to be in that elevated version? So I'm like, is she going to Pilates? Like, does she have like, is she waking up at 5 a.m.? No, she's not, you know, like let's change it up a little bit or things like that, you know? Yeah. But I thought it was a really funny TikTok because she was like, non-negotiable, like my dream doesn't start till my ass is fat. And I was like, wow, queen, like that's so fucking real, because there are things in our head that we've engraved, and yes, enjoy the journey, but it sounds insane.
It's okay to,
but it is so real that I look at my 20s now that I have a healthier relationship with food. I think about my 20s and I'm so upset that I just
but 30
didn't
still
feel
so young.
even happy with myself. Like
I think
it's more than just image. It's how you feel about yourself.
But 30s is the new 20s.
I know that's right.
But I totally feel that 100%.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like I've been feeling so much better after. I feel like I still have like ways to go. Like I want to be fit, as in like I lost weight, but I want to be toned. Like I
do you feel like your life started like when you lost weight?
I'm not gonna lie. And like sometimes like if you follow me on Snapchat, I literally post everything on there. I will post like my little like pictures. Like I will show some belly. Like I will post like cute like sexy-ish pictures on Snapchat. And sometimes people will be like, "Okay, queen, I see you feeling yourself." I am queen. I low-key like I am,
and as you should,
and as I should, because I was a blob my whole life.
Yeah,
I'm still a blob in a sense. You know, I could still be more fit, but what I'm saying is, from where I started, I do feel good. Yeah. And if I want to post a picture in a 2-piece bathing suit and stuff and look good, like I am so proud of that, and like I will post it.
And this doesn't mean like, I'm not saying like this is just like something for us, right? Like like for myself, like I've always wanted, right? That doesn't mean like you can find ways of being confident and living your best fucking life in any size that you are. This is just like for what I always had mentally, that I want to be like skinny, right? This could we're not saying start living your life the minute you get skinny. No, live your life, period.
Yeah, that part.
But for me, it's a non-negotiable, like that I just have in my grave imprinted, right?
I know.
I mean, is it a healthy way of thinking? Probably not, because you don't enjoy the process of it. So yes, I need to change that. But yes, I see it. Like even with you, like you absolutely should feel yourself and be happy in the skin that you're in. Like I think every girly pop like that is something you should feel. Like good for you for feeling that. Like and there is this thing where it's like you think I'm conceited, or are you projecting of how I feel?
Yeah.
Like I think every girl should, I'm sorry, I do think every girl should be conceited, wear her heels, do her nails, and feel pretty. As you fucking should. Yes, right. You actually should love the fuck out of yourself.
That part.
And queen. Love the life you're living. Like, absolutely.
Okay, you better preach, baby.
Yes, like, I'm sorry. Like, yes, absolutely. I do really believe that. And I really feel like I started living last year because she lost weight. Like, it sounds so crazy.
No,
but
that's
that was a
real.
non-negotiable for me though. Like,
honestly, that's so real though.
no, and even just me starting the year, a little pounds heavier. I'm like, shed that shit off, baby, because the mood is changing on me. I'm not feeling myself. I need to change it. I don't feel myself. Okay, start. How did you feel yourself? You were lighter. Okay, how do we get there again? And that's it.
I know that's right.
Yeah. Happy New Year. I was kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back when I'm skinny. I was kidding. Doesn't come back at all. Like, wait. I'm just kidding. No. I would love to know your guys' non-negotiables down below. Like, and I'm very aware that maybe my non-negotiables are not the healthiest way of thinking, but I think it's just real. Like, it's just what people have.
I love that, actually.
Yeah.
Gotta be real,
Yes, queen. But I hope you guys' year is going great. I know we're almost in the month of February, which is just so freaking crazy.
Our birthday is literally here. It's insane.
Yeah, we're going to be 32. You guys, like, what is going on? But anyways, we hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. With that being said, we'll see y'all in the next one.
Thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. Bye.